Max and Zeb talk about the growth that y'all have seen over the course of the season and lately on the offensive end from the guys sitting in between you.
There's been a lot of growth. We see him working in the gym every night. Like he's eventually gonna pay off, and he's paying off right now. He's in the right spots for us to be feeding him, and he's been making a lot of shots around the paint. A lot of tough hooks and stuff like that. So you can see the work paying off. So super proud of him.
And I think it's big time, like mentally, him coming in, not starting, and then being put in a position to start, and just, everything hasn't been perfect or smooth sailing, but he's just been sticking with it. Like, it's big time. That's hard. As a freshman, it's hard. And then on top of that, do you have 4.0?
Yeah.
just throw it. You gotta throw it in.
Yeah, like
I don't.
That's hard.
Luke, do you like the Luke chance?
Yeah. I'll take anything I can get. I'm glad to have a chance. Yeah.
Luke, kind of a reversal tonight, and just the one block, but you had a clear night with 17 points. What was working tonight? What have you kind of developed on the scoring side of things?
I think I've put in a lot of work, just like touch around the rim. I'll be in the gym every night, just working on like floaters, hook shots, and I think it's really handy when like you don't have like a clear dunk, but like you have space to get up, and like it helps me, keep a high field goal percentage. And I would say that just like being in the right spots, like the coaches help us a lot with film. We know how they're gonna guard like pick and roll, and like whether I need to get out quickly or whether I need to like get in the pocket. So I think just the preparation helped a lot.
Hey Zeb, can you walk me through that last shot in the first half?
I feel like I got super close to getting a bunch of steals on the ball. So that one I ended up getting, and then when I passed the ball to Max, I asked him at halftime if he heard me calling for the ball back. And he said he did it, but he passed it like right when I called for the ball back. And then, I took a dribble when I shot it. It definitely felt good, but when it went in, that was an awesome feeling, especially after Jack hit however many threes in a row, it felt like. So it was super cool.
Seems like after that shot, that was when the crowd was loudest tonight. How much did that play into your game tonight, and how much does that impact you between halves?
It's huge for everybody. I'm 100% sure. Like, not only is that helpful for us, but I also think it can really disturb the other team as well when it gets super loud like that. So having everybody out here supporting the way it's been all season has been awesome. Like, we're super grateful.
Y'all held the A-10's leading scorer to 6 points tonight. Walk us through the defensive plan, doubling Bailey, limiting him in the post, and how y'all slowed him down so effectively.
Obviously he was the focus of our scout. They play as a team a lot, like with a lot of movement. But obviously when the guy's scoring 20 points a game, we're gonna pay a lot more attention to him. So yeah, we knew that he's really bothered off the dribble, so we had to flex whenever he hit the ball in the post, and we knew that he was gonna be aggressive. So he just worked out really well for us, bothering him off the dribble and just being disciplined with the wall-ups and just making him shoot over bodies.
Hey Zeb, as one of the longest tenure members on this team, right? And I don't want you to look too far ahead, right? But we have one more game left here in the Sequel Center, right? Can you reflect about like your career here over these past 3 years?
Yeah, it's been crazy. Like, I've actually definitely been doing that recently too, because I feel like this season flew by. But I just think it's crazy, like the amount of different players I've played with just here at VCU alone. I committed to Beeline, played for Juwan Howard, played for Coach Rose, played for Coach Odom. So like, fourth coach I've really developed a relationship with, and I think it's very unique for sure. But at the same time, it's really a blessing to just see where I'm at now and see how we're doing as a team. Like, the first year was a completely different experience than last year, and this year is completely different from both of those. So it's just awesome to have like a complete all-around experience here at VCU.
Got out to a 16-1 lead. How important is it for you to get that strong lead and kind of provide you a cushion if you so need it going forward?
It was really good to, like, as I've been saying, like we do that in every single game. You know, it just happens at some point in the game. Today it just happened to happen in the first whatever minutes. It was right away. So, you know, but we just can't. It can be a blessing and a curse at the same time. You know, you can just look up at the board and see 61 and like let it go a little bit. But you know, that's the most important thing, to just keep playing basketball the right way, keep the intensity on them all game long, and you know, not really pay attention, not play the scoreboard, but just play the game.
Zeb, you got teed up with about 12 minutes to go. What did Furman tell you? Because he was kind of consoling you after that. And what did you see on that play?
I don't know. That was my fault. I don't know. I just got too angry, I don't even know. But Furman just trying to calm me down, though. But I definitely said something worth getting a take for it, and it can't happen again. But, yeah, that's all.
How much have y'all been hyping Jack up with how hot he's been shooting, and how happy for him are y'all after the shooting struggles early in the year for him to be not outside like he is right now?
Every day, whenever Jack enters the room, everyone goes, JC! And then we'll get like 50 more of those every time he enters the room. And I feel like, I don't know, that's just us acknowledging him playing so well, and that, you know, we wouldn't be here without him, without, you know, everyone, but like he's been playing really well, and I think like it's good to acknowledge how well he's been playing. Yeah.
Zeb and Luke, is Max the A10 Player of the Year, and what makes him so special?
That's not even a question.
Yeah, undisputed.
I don't even feel like I need to answer that one, but I'll just say yes so you have it on record.
Yeah.
Max, you're shaking your head no. What's causing that?
Because he know it.
He's
He trying to be humble. Yeah, he's humble.
He's humble, yeah.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
it's just too, like, we got 2 more games. Like,
100%.
it's not really a topic to be talking about.
What's funny though, during the game, I definitely heard Phil tell one of the he told one of the Davidson players, like, what did he say?
He said,
He was like, yeah. He was like,
you guys have to guard the player of the year or something like that.
yeah. He was like, y'all having trouble down there guarding the player of the year, ain't you? It was funny.
Zeb,
But
how about you? A lot of people have put your name in the 6th Man of the Year conversations. What do you think about that?
I didn't even know that was a thing, but I don't know. I think it's dope. But like Max said, none of us are worried about any of that, to be honest. Like, those conversations don't even come up just between players in the locker room or off the court and nothing like that. Like, we just literally just go day by day. I wouldn't even say game by game, like just day by day. Me and Max roommates on the road, and we always just say, like, on those road games, like, man, we got to get this dub and get out of here and yeah, just focus on each game.
Max, you can be as humble or not humble as you want to be about this, but more of a body of work. You guys still have a couple games left. Between last season and this season, what's the biggest difference for you?
For me, like personally,
Yeah.
I mean, I never even thought about that, but probably just like, you know, the effort. You know, I feel like I'm more in shape this year than I was last year, so I can be out there, you know, just playing with the amount of effort that like takes to win games consistently. Every game, I'm not gonna say it's been every single game, but like most games, I feel like there's been like 2-3 games that I could have been playing harder, you know. But I think it's just like the consistency of the effort and just like making the right plays consistently. You know, just playing defense. You know, just focusing on defense, and then everything else would like usually just follows up. So yeah, I would say just all that.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, fellas.
Appreciate y'all.
It was a great start for us. I thought our starters, you know, did a really nice job at the beginning of the game of getting us going. Certainly offensively, you know, we were scoring baskets, but, you know, we were getting stops, forcing some misses. We were able to get out. And just generally speaking, the shot making in the first half was really good. Jack was obviously pretty hot, throughout that first half and feeling good. Phil, made some shots as well, and I thought we were off to a good start there in the first half, and it continued, as we went to the end of the first half, and we certainly had some lulls. They cut it to 5 pretty quickly, and then we responded again and got it back up a little bit, and I thought the guys just stayed with it. You're not going to shut anybody out. One of the keys certainly for us going into the game was limiting Bailey's touches, and then when he did touch it, getting help there, certainly from a doubling standpoint, but also just a flexing standpoint where it's one-on-one. And you really have to guard him with 5 guys. You can't guard him with 1. He's just a tough player. And the way that they move guys around, they do a great job of moving you around and getting cuts to the basket and certainly creating open shots. And I thought for the most part, tonight our guys, did a nice job. You're not going to shut them out. You're just not going to do it. And I thought our guys, did a nice job throughout.
Luke, with the career high tonight, these last couple of games, he's looked a lot more confident on the offensive end. What have you seen in terms of his growth there, and what does it add for this team?
Yeah, I mean, they step up on some of the ball screens and on most ball screens until the second half when they begin to start switching. And he was able to get behind. He certainly was able to get open on some of those drives, and then he was able to get some offensive rebounds, and obviously made his free throws there as well. So, a great game. He's just, he's growing, every day, and he's consistent, with his work. He comes in every day shooting those, like that floating shot. Like, I can't even tell you how many times he shot that ball in practice. Coach just throws it to him. He catches it. He just shoots it over and over and over again. And, the other stuff will come. He's really athletic, obviously, so those offensive rebounds, he can quick jump right back up and put it in. He's going to get stronger, with his catches and things like that as he gets more mature. But, he's going to be a dynamite player.
Zeb's shot to end the first half. What was going through your mind on that play? And then it seemed like that was the time that the crowd kind of got the loudest tonight.
Yeah, that was exciting. I mean, that was really exciting. I mean, you always, if you're a player, you live for moments like that. 3, 2, 1, and it goes in. It's pretty cool. And I was excited, certainly for him, but more importantly for our team.
The undefeated home streak stays alive. During the streak, you've actually had like a margin of victory of like closer to 25 points, right? So not only you're just winning, but you're also dominating. How much does the crowd contribute to that, or as well as your players' comfortability at home?
Yeah, I mean, certainly playing in Siegel's huge, right? Our fans, it's kind of funny. Like, I think our fans really understand our players and how we play now. And we can see it on film when we go back and watch. And like the last game where the ball was just moving around, and then all of a sudden, there's a 3 in the corner, and the fans just stand up, because they know it's like, okay, it's on. They've just moved it, and it's wide open. He's going to knock this in, and they're ready to get out of their seats. And but they really got out of their seats for the fiddler. I mean, that was impressive. And Luke had to make his free throws with them going crazy, which I was like, yes, we should be going crazy right now, because she was unbelievable.
More for Coach. Coach, the Peppers, you were mentioning it with the fiddler, but they were extra big tonight.
I don't ever let them out of a timeout that early, so I never get to see that stuff. I don't know why I did that, but they were out of the timeout, and I was just standing there. I was like, man, this girl's good.
Do you ever get the chance to just sit back and watch what the Peppers do, and they were double or triple the size tonight?
I see the videos. That's what I see. Like, my sons and my wife, they'll show me the videos after the game, but it's hard during the game. It's like when you're in that zone, you don't really hear what's going on. I know that's kind of hard to explain, but we were talking to our team about it the other day. Alex Peavy was talking about that. When you get in a zone, it's like the noise goes away. Even though there's a lot of noise, because you're so hyper focused on what's going on, and we try to stay there as much as we can.
Shulga had a little bit of struggles on the offensive side of the ball, especially with the scoring, but he figured out to help the game in other ways, such as rebounding as well as being a facilitator on his offense. how versatile is he, and how important is his versatility to your team?
Yeah, I mean, he's really important, obviously. I mean, he didn't have one of his better games. You know, he looked a little bit tired out there, you know, today. I took him out a couple of times, made a couple of plays that we'd all like for him to have back, the lob to Luke. It was just kind of a tired play. And then his defense, you know, was he's better, you know, than he played tonight, you know, on defense. And that's okay. You're going to have some games like that. You know, where you don't play your best, and that's where you need your teammates. And he continued to play. He got it back that last stretch that he was in there. He played really well, and that was really good to see.
And Coach, Shulga able to have a pretty good game today, despite something kind of difficult maybe for him and maybe the people back home. How has the team been able to kind of keep his head up if, you know, things aren't going too well back home?
Yeah, I mean, he's just got great support. You know, he's been through this before. Max is very even keel. He realizes that it's something that's out of his control. It's not in his control, right? And so all he can control is how he responds to it. And the way that he responds to it is he's always talking to his family each and every day, and you know, in constant communication with them. And so he understands what they're going through, even though he's not there. And so he's aware of what's happening. But Max is very even keel. And you know, he takes life, you know, in a very even keel way. Like he doesn't get too high, too low. He's very calm. And, you know, certainly he understands that it's a difficult situation and not one that any of us are in control over. And, you know, everyone's just trying to do their best. And certainly, you know, Max is understanding of that.
You guys outscored Davidson by 24 in the first half, and then it was kind of a lot of start-stop, a lot of attrition. When it gets to that level of attrition in the second half as it goes, how do you kind of keep your guys in and rotate the lineup?
Yeah, I mean, I thought our guys did a solid job. I mean, they certainly made some runs, right? There were some segments of the game where the guys would come over to the timeout, and we would let them know, hey, we lost that one by 5, you know, or we lost this one by 6. And you know, to end up where it ended up, you know, it was a good thing. I mean, you're not gonna, like I said before, you're not gonna shut them out. And you know, ended up tied in the second half, and you know, probably. You know, we'll go back and look at it, but, you know, too many points. But they probably had some in the first half where they just missed some shots that, you know, we weren't as clean as we needed to be on defense either, and they just didn't make the shot. And sometimes that happens too.
Second game in a row that you had a big lead and then kind of lost it about halfway through the second half. I think the word you used on Tuesday was bored. How do you?
No, we're not bored. No,
I
changed that.
How do you keep that competitive?
I said
edge
we
throughout
lacked
the game?
focus. I didn't say we were bored. Nobody gets bored with winning. Like it was a bad choice of words there. I had to change it.
How do you keep that competitive fire going all 40 minutes?
It's hard. It's not easy. Like it's not easy at all. It doesn't matter if you're up or you're down, right? Or if it's a tie game. There's times where it's like it's hard to just maintain your focus. It takes a lot, and it takes a lot of chatter amongst the team. The connectivity has to be there. The collective focus has to be there. The other team's trying too, and the other team's getting coached in a really good way, and so it's competitive. And there's going to be some times where the other team gets the best of you, and the key is it's all about minimizing those runs. And we talked about it tonight in the timeout. Like, what's it going to be? Is it going to be like we just lost that one by 5? Is it going to be 13-0, like last game, or are we going to start to play here and start to you know, wrap our arms around the game and compete harder and make multiple efforts, you know, and play physical without fouling. We were fouling there. You know, we had some turnovers, and then all of a sudden they're at the line every time. It slows the game down. So, you know, it's just a matter of staying with it. And, you know, veteran teams can get themselves in and out of that, you know, quicker than most.
Coach, 40-24 edge in the paint, 43-25 on the glass, 15-8 offensive rebound, 16-6 second chance points. What were the keys to you guys controlling this game down low in the manner you did?
Yeah, I mean, certainly Luke, obviously getting 17 points inside, firm, getting some baskets there and making some free throws. The guys attacked the rim and attacked the paint. Certainly we had some turnovers that turned into some baskets as well. But all in all, it's just trying to do what we do. We like to offensive rebound. We certainly aspire to be a really good defensive rebounding team, and I think we're okay, but we're pretty good at offensive rebounding. And so those are certainly two keys to our team and two keys to our success overall. And so it's good to see Luke and Firm, play the way that they played tonight, defensively, and then to give us something on offense there was key as well.
Trip to Duquesne, and then you'll be back here at the Siegel Center to play Dayton. You have a veteran lineup, a lot of graduate players and seniors, right? What would you want them to take away from their last game at the Siegel Center?
Yeah, I mean, this is it. This is it, and it happens fast, right? And I think just having a great appreciation, for our fans and the people that have supported us and these guys the last 2 years. Zeb for 3, right? And Jack and Phil for this 1 year. They've had a special year, and so our focus obviously is on Duquesne and going there and getting ready. More importantly, the next couple of days for that game, but going there and doing our best. But then, coming home and being here in Siegel one more time.
Is there any heightened focus on that game, given the loss to Duquesne late last season and the Big Ten final?
I think generally speaking, there's been a heightened focus all year for us, and so I don't think it's about one team necessarily. It's been about the overall. And Duquesne got the best of us twice, right? They beat us here, in this very game, and then obviously they got us, in the championship. The championship was certainly closer. It didn't start close, but our guys made it a game there down the stretch. But it's we know it's going to be a challenge. But this group, the guys that have returned from last season, are all motivated to win. And I think you've seen that all year. They've been ready to play, and they've been motivated to perform really well and together.
Anything else for Coach?
All right, guys.
Thank you, Coach.